a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks. He used to take them back and he used to shove them and fuck them, bro. And females, it was crazy, bro. I can't even believe that I said that. But since you trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you know I got a lot of gay friends and you know the gay community supports me. So you know, like I'm bulletproof unless my been in that hole, and if it was, then I'll be celebrated even more because now I'm like one of the flyest gayest, but I can't take that credit. I can't do that, bro. And you trying to throw gay shit on me like it's bad to be gay when you know that my dick's only going in pussy holes, bro. It's crazy, bro. But we know what holes you like. Every hole. You was in the ass, in the ear, the nose, everything, bro.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? I got some old crazy news for y'all. All gloves is off, including condoms. Ray J just exposed how Suge Knight been obsessed with Diddy because he had a relationship with Tupac that wasn't professional. I had a feeling that Tupac, rest in peace, and Suge Knight wasn't nothing but some booty goons, and their infatuation with Diddy done spilled over into the streets just like Gangstalicious on the Boondocks cartoon. The rumor is Tupac and Suge Knight took Diddy's manhood, and that's why Diddy started getting all zesty like that in the 90s. He was getting chased down the street by them West Coast booty goons, and he ain't had no choice but to turn into a freak, cause everywhere he went, he ran into a horny Tupac and a freaky Suge Knight that made him do some very kinky things. Ray J telling everything. Y'all need to listen at this.
I never thought that I would publicly say that Suge's a cunt because I've always had Suge's back, and I don't mean unbelievable, Suge. Like, for you to showcase how dirty and dark you are, and I've been supporting you even through the dark times, and now you want to like disrespect the gay-agency and say that I'm doing gay shit when you know I'm not. And if you not, the gay-agency mad because they like, damn, he's saying you doing gay shit, bro. And if you are, and I didn't tell the gay-agency, bro, they gonna take me, bro. If I tell my gay friends that I've been gay and I ain't gay and I lied to them, bro, you know what's gonna happen to me? Bro, it ain't gonna look good, bro. So you got my whole gay-agency team questioning like what I'm doing, bro, and you know what's up. You know you the one. Suge. Suge, I'm only gonna say this because I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna say too much. The gay-agency is. I don't know if y'all remember when I entered into the news game last year, but now I'm an official affiliate for multiple news networks. I have my own news show. It's called The Reality Check. Me and Amber Rose just closed a new big deal with a multimedia news firm, so we'll be the new anchors of some mainstream shit happening, right? But if you remember, I said are being taken. Are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I said that on the national news. It went viral. And guess what? Thought I was talking about Diddy. That's why I got into it with his sons, because they come pressing me. I'm like, bro, mind y'all business. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Suge, bro. I'm talking about Suge taking Diddy. Suge is a big raper taker for men, bro. Like a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks. He used to take them back and he used to shove them and fuck them, bro. And females, it was crazy, bro. I can't even believe that I said that. But since you trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you know I got a lot of gay friends and you know the gay community supports me. So you know, like I'm bulletproof unless my been in that hole, and if it was, then I'll be celebrated even more because now I'm like one of the flyest gayest, but I can't take that credit. I can't do that, bro. And you trying to throw gay shit on me like it's bad to be gay when you know that my dick's only going in pussy holes, bro. It's crazy, bro. But we know what holes you like. Every hole. You was in the ass, in the ear, the nose, everything, bro.
All hell breaking loose in the music industry. Suge Knight should have never said what he said about Ray J. Now Ray J going off. He ain't got nothing to hold back. Plus, he was real good friends with Diddy, and he know the whole story. The public know what the public know because These people in the industry don't want to be exposed. If you expose one, you got to expose everybody. It's going to be a domino effect. So now that Suge Knight called out, that mean that Tupac was with it too. And everybody Tupac was affiliated with, it's starting to make sense why he had all that beef. It was a love triangle going on. And since Suge Knight exposed Ray J and Diddy for being lovers, now everybody getting exposed.
Ray J and Puffy was closer and closer. Ray J tells a lot of stuff, and it's not up to me to tell the story because that's Ray J's story. But Ray J and Puffy definitely were lovers. Puffy allegedly gave him $10 million to, do an album. They never put one song of two brothers loving each other, or whatever it's supposed to be. It's just, to me, we have so much. If you look at all the bad things in hip hop, when it's all said and done, it comes from the higher up.
Just to be clear, what I think you just said, Suge, you just said that Diddy and Reggie were lovers. Is that what you said? Ray J.
I said Ray J and Puffy was lovers.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that well known?
Of course.
People been saying that all along, that Diddy and Ray J was closer than what people believe. But Tupac and Diddy had something going on too, the same way Suge Knight and Tupac allegedly was involved with each other. And the only reason why Tupac ended up on death row is because him and Suge was madly in love and obsessed with Diddy, because he played both of them the same way Cassie played Diddy and Kid Cudi. What goes around comes around.
He's mad at me because I'm supporting Diddy. He got weird to say about me supporting Puff. I'm not gonna be long on here. I just need to clip this on Instagram real quick. I ain't gonna be on here long. I know it's early in the morning, but I'm a petty motherfucker because it's petty with me. If I think he gonna say some about me and I ain't gonna go crazy and respond, then don't think that it's okay because I'm petty as
It's gonna be a lot of people coming out supporting Diddy now that it's looking like he coming home. And why not? They ain't gonna do nothing but find somebody else to try to throw in jail or put them in the same situation. They might as well show some unity so they'll quit getting picked on. All them black millionaires, they need to come together, hold hands, kumbaya, give us free. Because Diddy ain't gonna be the last one, I'm trying to tell y'all. And if he do go to jail, it's gonna be a problem out here in these streets, man, because they ain't proving what he did wrong. But one thing about Suge Knight, he been in jail for a long time. They claiming he been messing with a whole bunch of boys, and I believe it, because when Tupac got to death row, Danny Boy was already over there. And Danny Boy came out and let the world know that he gender fluid. He exposed some things about Mary J. Blige, just a freaky music industry. And a lot of people commending Ray J for sending his support and showing his love for Diddy, because he know what Suge Knight did to Diddy. He know that their relationship ain't have nothing to do with the streets, because they lived on two different coastuses, and whenever they got together, whenever Diddy touched down in LA, he get with Suge. Whenever Suge touched down in New York, he would get with Diddy. The one thing led to another. Now they catfighting like some girls in the street. Ray J know what's going on, and that's why he riding with Diddy to the fullest.
Let's get into the Diddy situation, okay? Everybody's flipping out. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody's saying nothing. I know I did the first interview on News Nation, and now I see a whole lot of interviews coming after. Are you guys waiting for somebody to be the front runner to speak out and to say what they feel? Because I'm not scared. Are there really tapes? Are a lot of people being implemented into this crazy criminal investigation that's going on right now? How many people are in it? How many celebrities are involved in what they're saying? Or it was important for me to come online, to do interviews where it not just shows you that I'm here to help and I'm here to be a voice of reason to try to find a solution for the future young entrepreneurs. It's also saying, listen, Diddy was my friend, not was. What do you do? What do you do when you've never been in the room? What do you do when you've never seen all this shit that people are talking about? Do you believe it? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty. So should I fall back and wait? Should I be a voice of reason now? Should we create roadmaps so new young entrepreneurs don't go through things like this because you might catch it before it happens? Are there enough mentorship programs for people to follow? Are there other leaders who have an outstanding track record who can help create a new blueprint so when some of these young entrepreneurs and people who are making money, who have influence, are falling by the wayside and have not jumped over the edge yet? Can you save them? Can you save us? Can you save people who are making a lot of money, who have power, who have not been raised under a certain household that shows them how to respect and love and have moral integrity? Is Diddy all there is? Is this what represents hip-hop? This is what represents hip-hop in its entirety. That's not true. So what do we do now? If you look on my Instagram, if you look on all of my social media platforms, I created a roadmap that I felt could help. And I've implemented a lot of things that we can do as a society in unity to try to stop this from happening for our future industry. Do you forgive somebody for taking somebody's ass? There's a lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality, they're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize? Because I see a lot of jokes out there right now talking about baby oil. Everybody got a joke about having baby oil and lube. Is that okay? Is that the message? Ha 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 ha. That was funny, fam. Now what? I don't use baby oil. Lube sometimes in sex makes it better. Should I come out with Ray Y Jelly and do some kind of like skit and say, KY just gave me a deal. Ray Y Jelly, I got 1,000 of them. Ha 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 ha. Ray Y. That funny to you? It's not to me. Because there's a victim out there that has been caught up in something that has affected their lives. And if it has something to do with that, or it has something to do with any other products or any other thing you're hearing about, it's distasteful. What do we do? Who do we talk to? God bless you. I'm exhausted with the negativity. I'm exhausted with the people in this industry that have power who are abusing the power. I can say a lot of names. I won't today, but I will soon. Just stay tuned. Everybody eventually will get the reality check that they are looking for.
Ray J smart for coming out and doing what he did, because he could be next. They might want to target him for everything he got going on. Y'all thought Diddy had zesty allegations. Wait till they get around to Ray J. He got TV shows with all different types of madness on there. If they wanted to pull somebody down, he would be an easy target. But as far as Tupac, Diddy, and Suge Knight, and they freaky little love triangle they had going on. I hate speaking on Tupac because he no longer here. But if these rumors are true, what Ray J saying about Suge Knight, and Tupac was there, and they was singing about that thug passion, all them dudes fresh out of jail going up to Death Row Records, I'm pretty sure it was females that was too scared to go up there and be in a room full of gangsters fighting pit bulls and things. That ain't an atmosphere where the ladies want to hang out, unless it's some thug-ass California women, which is a whole lot of those. Suge Knight might be the #1 booty goon in the game. I don't know, but one thing for sure, Ray J going hard for Diddy.
What is your view of how this case is going?
I think it's kind of becoming a circus, and with all the allegations, and now with everybody explaining like what's happening in the bedroom, I mean, every day it just sounds crazier and crazier and freakier and weirder, right? And I'm like trying to understand, with all this being said, like with Kid Cudi going on and saying everything that happened, but then ended up saying, Cassie played both of us. It's like, where are we trying to go? Are we just trying to like tell all of these crazy stories and then that equals out to sex trafficking? I mean, it's starting to become outrageous. It's a RICO case. It's really only Diddy and maybe one other person. Like, I'm just starting to feel uncomfortable and I'm starting to feel weird about this whole thing.
Well, it was certainly interesting last week when I interviewed this guy who had the pseudonym The Punisher, who was hired, and it was Cassie Ventura. Right. So it was a sort of very interesting interview because Cassie Ventura did all the negotiating, did all the payments, and did all the texting to him. Diddy would sit in the corner of a hotel room naked, and he would watch, with her apparent full consent, this guy come in and have sex with her. And it happened maybe a dozen times over a 2.5-year period. Now, none of that says to me that that is a serious crime. If she is the one that is organizing it all. Now, she is arguing it was coercion and so on. You know all these people very well. You know Cassie Ventura. You know Diddy well. When you saw that interview, maybe you saw the one that I did, but when you saw that guy talk, what was your takeaway from that?
I was just thinking, like, what year are we in? Like, it feels like we're in this vortex of like this dominatrix story about all of these different characters that are coming out and the names and the nicknames. And I mean, it's intense. I think that it's entertaining for sure. And it's definitely press worthy. But at the end of it all, it's like, this is what Diddy is being charged for, and this is what he possibly might serve a lot of jail time for. I don't understand it, and I really want to know where this is all gonna go and where does this lead? Because again, it's weird, it's freaky, like the whole oral thing with the 19 guys and the blisters. I mean, it feels like they're just trying to paint these pictures of Diddy. And I was around Diddy all the way pretty much up until the arrest. And all I got from that when I hung out with Diddy, and this is word to my mom and kids, he's always inspired me to be great. When I left, I felt like I could do more for my business. I felt like I had more power because I wanted to be more vocal in running my companies and call my wife if we were getting into it and send her flowers. I mean, these are all the things he was instilling to me and all of the young guys around that were inspired and look at him as a mentor. So now these private things that happen when we were around and never even got a chance to see this kind of crazy stuff, it just sounds like this was a private, personal thing that was happening, and now it's starting to become it's diabolical. I mean, if that's the right word, it's chilling and it's scary for a lot of people out there in this business like us who are trying to walk the right path and connect with the right people when there's things that you do when you make bad mistakes. But this is like an overflow of just complete negativity.
So it sounds to me, unless I'm wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you think that there's been a massive overreach here. This is personal behavior between Diddy and Cassie Ventura that we've seen so far, that it doesn't cross the line from where you sit into serious crime under the RICO law, which of course was intended for mafia members and so on. Do you think that's what we're witnessing here with this case? That this was consensual? It may be freaky, it may be sexually deviant, it may be all these things, but it was apparently consensual behavior and not a crime.
I agree, and there's things that we saw in these videos, they were disturbing, and that's not okay, right? But looking at the crimes that he's being charged for, this is where it starts to go overboard. And it's like whoever was mad at the top was really mad. And I think we're here now, and I think it's a flex. Because, like, what are they trying to get out of this in this court case? Does everybody that's talking about these stories, do they want to see Puffy rot in jail? Is that what we're here for? Because I just think that that's unfair, and just knowing everybody, it just could have been done a different way. And now it's starting to worry me. And I honestly think that Diddy will get out. And I think that there's nothing here, right? I think they made their point, whatever they were trying to make. Your point is made. Now let Diddy out. Free Diddy.
Wow, you think he's going to walk?
I think so. And I personally think it's going to happen faster than a lot of people think, because I think we're all starting to see what this is. Even if you're on the other side of it, I mean, you know, the justice system is the justice system. Where does this fit in right as opposed to right and wrong? It's off. And I don't like it.
Here's my problem.
And I want to be vocal about it.
Right, so I've met Diddy a couple of times at social functions many years ago, and he was perfectly polite and nice to me, and we had a perfectly civilized conversation. One was an Oscars party, one was an event in London. I have to say, when I watched the video that was leaked of him attacking Cassie Ventura in that hotel corridor, I did think then, well, you're not the person I thought I knew from everything I'd read and heard. You're a very violent person, capable of beating up a woman. That is despicable. And if you're capable of that, and that's just what we saw on a CCTV bit of footage by chance, then what else are you capable of? What do you say to people like me who looked at that and go, well, this guy is a vicious, nasty piece of work?
Listen, I was very hurt when I saw the video. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was very disappointed, and I still am. And my heart goes out to Cassie for me just watching that, right? It's not okay. And there's nothing about that was okay. And I can't say but after that, because that's just what that is. And I feel the same way you feel. But on the top of what we're doing now, and even with the tape being altered, I heard, and they're not going to be able to use it probably in court because it was altered before it was put out, that puts a spin on it. It doesn't put the spin on what he did. But the altered tape, that as opposed to sex trafficking and a RICO, and now it's in this mafia setting, it just doesn't, they don't go together. If he was charged for something else that maybe had fit what we saw, we all kind of would understand what's going on. But the charges and what's being done, it's not okay.
Man, I just don't know. Y'all got to let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. This news get crazier and crazier every day. Diddy gonna be home, and I'm pretty sure Ray J gonna be there to embrace him when they let him out the courthouse. It's gonna be a whole bunch of people waiting to get their hug. They gonna pull up in them SUVs the same way they did Gunna when he came home. His big booty baby mama gonna hop out with his baby. He gonna kiss baby love on the cheek. He gonna squeeze her booty. He gonna hop off in the truck, and they gonna be gone. And y'all ain't gonna hear from him in a long time. And why would he want to speak to the public? Why would he want to do an exclusive interview after people don't crucify him? I'm pretty sure after this, Diddy gonna be done with everybody. And Suge Knight, he just gonna be some zesty man in jail, taking an interview wherever he can take one. And I got love for Suge Knight, but all that gangsterism they was doing in the 90s, you know they had to be fruity, especially the way they was disrespecting women. I mean, I was talking to my friend earlier about how when we was younger, listening to the West Side Connect gang, they talking about all this hatred towards women, and them fools sitting at home married. Then you got people that grew up off this music, idolizing these people, not knowing that they was some undercover fruity booties, had to be. If they ain't got no love for women for real, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. Make sure y'all do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And one more thing, subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want, and my music hit so hard, make you say, oh my God.